taste of the world with Uniworld. We are joined by Uniworld's own German Jones, Voyager Travel Group's Shelley Young, and Cuisine with Ted for a behind-the-scenes look at how Uniworld transforms every voyage into a world of flavour. Imagine dining riverside in Vienna, sipping Bordeaux wines at sunset, and enjoying Parisian pastries, all from the comfort of your boutique river cruise ship.
Welcome everyone to our Zoom with Uniworld Boutique River Cruises. I'm Shelley with Voyager Travel Group, and we will have Ted with Cuisine with Ted. We will be introducing German Jones, who's the Strategic Account Manager for our agency with Uniworld Boutique River Cruises.
Okay, excellent. My name is German Jones. I'm the Strategic Account Manager for Uniworld that covers South Florida, and I've worked with Cruising with Ted, with Shelley and Ted for quite a while, and it's a great partnership that we have working together. And so please, if you have any questions throughout the presentation, just go ahead and leave them in the chat, and we'll answer them at the end. But the goal is just to give you a nice little overview on Uniworld, let you know about our key pillars and hallmarks and what makes us unique, and then go into our culinary dishes and how we rank with, in the river cruise industry and what we're all about. And at the very end, I'll go ahead and go over our specials, current offers, things like that. So let's go ahead and begin. I'd like to first start off by showing you a quick video of what it looks like on a Uniworld cruise. So take a look here.
Welcome.
Okay, perfect. And why Uniworld? So these are our 5 key pillars and hallmarks. So first one being we offer the most all-inclusive amenities. Second being we offer outstanding service. We have one-of-a-kind award-winning ships, which is really nice, very unique decor. We also have delicious farm-to-table cuisine, which of course we'll be discussing today, and a choice of carefully curated experiences. So incredible excursions, incredible itineraries, and I'll go over examples of these now as we go through the presentations. So for starters, in terms of all-inclusive amenities, we do offer all onboard gratuities are going to be included. Unlimited beverages will be included as well. Farm-to-table cuisine, multiple daily excursions, personal butler service for our guests that purchase suites. Airport transfers are included for 2025 departures, but starting in 2026, they will be additional. So that's one little tweak that we've made. So make a note for those of you who have been on Uniworld, just so you're aware of that little change. We also have a lot of different onboard entertainment, musicians, singers, dancers, and things like that will come on board. That's really nice. It's local bands and things like that. So that's pretty fun. Then there's also different wellness opportunities as well. We offer 24-hour room service, also ship-wide Wi-Fi, even self-laundry service, which is pretty neat. So if you want to do some laundry on board, you can go ahead and do that. That's all we can go ahead and do that. There's no additional charge for that. Also, when it comes to alcoholic beverages, I mentioned that they are included, or our drinks are included, and that does include, premium wines, spirits, and things like that. So when it comes to like the premium drinks, the spirits, just to give you examples of some of these, we offer Kettle One, Grey Goose, Bombay Sapphire, Maker's Mark, Remy Martin. These are just some of the brands that we use. So very good quality, obviously. And this is available on every itinerary. So essentially, it's all your drinks are going to be included on every itinerary except for one. So I just want to make sure you all are aware of that. And that one itinerary is Egypt, where we'll offer beer and wine during lunch and dinner. So that's the only difference. And if you're wondering the reason for that, it's because the sales tax for alcohol in Egypt is very high. So we don't include it in that particular itinerary, the premium spirits. But all the other ones we do, and we still offer beer and wine for lunch and dinner in Egypt. And we also offer non-alcoholic options as well for those of you who do not drink alcohol. We do have zero-proof spirits on board. So if you wanted to enjoy a mocktail, you can absolutely do that. We have all sorts of zero-proof spirits. We also offer non-alcoholic wines, non-alcoholic beers as well. So, just making sure that we have, a good option, good variety for guests. And so not just the liquor, of course, also in terms of, just all sorts of beverages, water, tea, specialty coffees, all sodas, things like that, all that's going to be included as well. And in terms of wellness opportunities that I briefly mentioned, we do offer, quite a variety. We offer yoga classes. We also have a gym on board most of our ships. We also have, bicycles. If you want to go ahead and take a stroll throughout the destinations, we have many different bicycles on board that you can use. So things like that, even Nordic walking sticks for the different excursions that we have and hikes. So all sorts of wellness opportunities. In terms of service, we like to say we offer the most personal service in river cruising because our staff is amazing. That's our priority is to provide excellent service. And just to go over just some of the things that just to go over just some of the different staff members that we have. Butler service, we have purser's desk, we have servers, the room stewards, all of them are just incredible. They really go above and beyond to make sure all of our guests are well taken care of. And on top of that, the secret sauce to our service is that our staff members have an 8-year tenureship working for Uniworld, which is really neat. So they've worked for Uniworld for an average of 8 years, and they're actual employees of Uniworld. So not, just a typical independent contractor. So that's really what really helps in providing that excellent service that we're so very well known for. In terms of excursions, we have all sorts of neat things. We have, so this is an example of an excursion that we offer. It's the Vienna Art History Museum. And as you can see, that's our group, and you don't see people in the background. That's because we visit the Vienna Art History Museum when it's closed to the general public, which is really neat. So we have many different excursions like that where it's going to be a little bit more intimate and just an amazing experience. And then we do also have what's called the Masterpiece Collection excursions. The Masterpiece Collection excursions are an additional cost to the standard excursion. Now, while most of the excursions are included, about 90% of the excursions are included. That includes multiple excursions per day. These Masterpiece collections that's the 10% are for an additional charge. And just to give an example of some of these, if you look at the top right, that's a sidecar tour throughout Paris. The top left, that's a private Mozart and Strauss concert that we offer our guests. So things like that would be for an additional charge. So just keep that in mind. And also, the spa treatments as well. If you wanted to, we do offer spa treatments, but that would be extra as well. So I want to make sure to go over, let you know everything that's included and let you know what's additional as well. And this is really where the shipboard credit that Ted and Shelley can provide really help you out. So I'm not sure if you were aware of this, but they do have 150 per person euro that they can offer or provide you automatically to any river, any cruise you choose on Uniworld, basically. So that's a great incentive. So it's a $300 or 300 euros, I should say, per couple, so per cabin. So that's pretty neat to take advantage of, to go for these, to add on to these extras that I've mentioned. In terms of where we travel to, so we're all throughout Europe. So we have, so just starting from the bottom left, we're in Spain and Portugal. Then just moving a little bit more to the northeast, we have 3 different itineraries in France. And just to the east of that, in Venice, before we go a little higher in Venice, we do have the Venetian Lagoon, which is a neat itinerary as well. Then we have, just all throughout the Danube and Rhine rivers, many different other great itineraries as well. So we're primarily throughout Europe. That's where most of our destinations are. But we do also cover exotic destinations as well. And those include Vietnam and Cambodia, India, Peru, and Egypt. So just want to make sure you all are a little bit more familiar of where we travel to as well. So now I want to go ahead into the culinary part. And Uniworld, we believe in just providing the best possible, meal, the best experience, and it's truly an artful presentation. And it all starts with, just our chef that put everything together. And I'm going to show you a quick video on our head chef here, our chef director. Take a look here. Let me make sure it plays. Perfect.
Well, as Director Culinary Operations, you're responsible for basically the whole culinary offerings on board our ships. In general, my love for cooking is really very wide. I've worked, many years in the business. The Uniworld culinary offerings is really very international. It's an international cuisine, but with a focus on regional dishes. And our menu really reflects to the area where we are bringing our guests. So if you start your cruise for example, in the Netherlands, and you go all the way up to Germany and Switzerland and end up in Budapest, you will start your cruise with Dutch-inspired dishes, continue with the German cuisine, and end up in Budapest, where a beautiful Hungarian goulash is waiting for you. Our chefs also have the freedom to go ashore, buy local, and this is something we really try to promote to our culinary team. First of all, support the local economy, but at the same time bring this beautiful local ingredients on board and create regional dishes. The sustainability is also very important, of course. And how we help our sustainability program is really to buy as much as possible local, but also local wines, which we bring on board. And by doing that, we avoid our provisions coming from hundreds of miles away. And at the same time, we're promoting the local, beautiful cuisine which is available. We have a lot of returning guests, so that means they are visiting all our ships in different places on different rivers in Europe. And what we keep on hearing is, obviously, they love the food. The regional focus we bring into our culinary offerings is something they always pick up and they always make comments about. And I think that's really a strong aspect in our culinary offerings on board.
Okay, perfect. So as Chef Robert mentioned, we make sure to look for locally sourced ingredients, the freshest possible, and it also helps support, of course, the local communities. But that's how the chefs do it. They'll disembark in the different destinations, go to local farmers markets, pick up freshly sourced ingredients, produce, bring them back onto the ship, and that's what they'll cook these delicious meals with, which is really neat. And then just to go over, just some of the culinary, just depending on the region. So I'm going to go ahead and show you just how it looks in some of these regions. So first, starting with France. So lots of options there, like little salad bar there, and bread and things like that. We also have a sommelier on board all of our ships to provide that perfect wine pairing, whatever that local wine is with that local dish. Absolutely amazing. And so that's a neat feature that we have. And continuing on France, this is a leek and onion soup on the left, and then to the right you see that traditional French onion soup. And just moving along, we're going to see some of the traditional meals as well throughout France. You see the mussels there, and then just to the right, you see there's caviar as well. We have all sorts of delicious things on board, and then of course the different meats as well. You can't go wrong, obviously, with Culinary on board. The different desserts as well, and here there's some more. There to the left is a chocolate swirl brownies with mousse. In the middle there, you see the passion fruit tart, and then just to the right, you see the macaroon tower, and then just surrounded by other little desserts. So a lot of great food on Uniworld, and in France specifically, of course. Here we have a little dessert bar as well, Eiffel Tower, all in chocolate, and then just many different things, dessert options as well, and pastries. And then moving along to Italy, we have some great options there as well. Of course, all different types of pasta dishes, and of course we have the pizza as well. I hear it's one of the best pizzas ever from staff members who have done this itinerary. So it's a lot of variety. Moving along here, this is in Peru. You're going to see a fish ceviche there on the left. In the middle, we have the seared duck breast, and then to the right, you have that wild blueberry and cream cheese dessert as well in Peru. Next, we have, of course, we're going to have traditional salads on board, fruits and things like that. Also, just great options with, this is for example, different types of quinoa salads as well. I'm not sure, I don't believe I mentioned it earlier, but we do accommodate any vegetarians, vegans, things like that, even gluten-free, we can absolutely accommodate. So definitely just know that we cover it all, basically. When it comes to staff members, we have great options as well for, we offer 24-hour room service. So that's another thing that's going to be included on Uniworld. Where it's not included in any other river cruise line, so that's really neat. And this specifically, we also have butler service in suites. They'll bring over desserts and things like that. But in order to take advantage of the 24-hour room service, you don't even have to have a suite. Any room will do. So it's just another neat little feature. We also have what's called progressive dining, which is pretty neat. So the progressive dining is an extra feature, and so this is, again, it's one of those things where it would be additional. So if you have that shipboard credit, that would be an advantage. And so just to give you an idea of what it is, it's going to be like a multi-course dinner. So you'll have different stations throughout the cruise where you'll be able to stop at and enjoy little bites and try different things. You'll visit the captain's wheelhouse, the kitchen, which is pretty neat. You'll have the alternative dining menus that I mentioned, and things like that. So that's pretty neat. And then I also want to mention before finishing up here. So not next year, but in 2027, we're going to be adding 3 new super ships. So 1 in the Douro and 2 in the Rhine, Main, and Danube rivers. And we're going to have a total of 8 new super ships by 2029. So we have to keep up with the demand. So we're building all new ships. So to join our fleet. So we're very excited about that. So just wanted to share that information. And now I just want to go over the different offers that we do have available right now in the markets, just so you are aware. So for 2025, we have last minute savings. That's our sail into savings last minute offers, and that's up to 30% savings. We also have last minute holiday season. So a lot of Christmas market cruise. Well, let me rephrase it. Not a lot of Christmas market cruise, but we do still have some that are available, and we even have a 2,000 per person savings on that, which is great, going on now through October 31st, or till we run out of inventory, one or the other. Then for 2026 and 2027, you can take advantage of an early booking savings. That's up to 25% savings for booking early. And all that's required is a 10% deposit to go ahead and book it. You don't have to actually pay it in full to take advantage of the early booking savings, which is really nice. I know other river cruise lines, they make you pay for it in full. Not us. We only require 10% deposit to secure that early booking savings. We also have solo traveler savings. So if you travel by yourself, it's great because it's, you're not going to be tacked on with that paying double occupancy rate. So in some cases we have a reduced rate, or in some cases we even have a waived single supplement. So that's a great feature there. And then lastly, I just want to reiterate that that promotion that I mentioned. You get that 150 per person shipboard credit, and that's in euros for 2026 and 2027 departures. And so it equates to $300 per couple, or 300 euros, excuse me. And on top of that, there's also, for being part of today's presentation, you're also going to get $100 per person for the show special if you book by October 31st. So Shelley and Ted can assist you with that. And so you're going to have their 250 per person in incentives to take advantage of. So that's really nice for those of you interested in a Uniworld cruise. And the last thing that I want to mention before going ahead and exiting the presentation here is that, of course, Uniworld wins many different awards. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the very beginning, but next year we're celebrating our 50th anniversary. We're actually the oldest major river cruise line. We've been around longer than all the others, and so of course we have great experience in conducting our journeys. We're not mass market at all. We're very niche. We provide that top luxury river cruise experience. And my favorite of the awards is Cruise Critic, which is basically the cruise capital of the world to look into for cruise information, things like that. It voted us it gave us the award for best luxury river cruise line. So we're very proud of that. So just wanted to mention that, and and say thank you very much, everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing, and so then we can go ahead and I can take some questions and things like that.
Hey, German. I have a couple questions for everyone. First of all, is the caviar that you showed in the picture, is that something that's offered very often, or is that just occasionally on the menu?
It depends on the itinerary and things like that. Yeah, it'll come in, just depending on the itinerary.
Okay. And could you please describe what you mean by super ship?
Sure. So super ship is the term we gave to the bigger vessels. So in the past, Uniworld, we started with a little bit smaller vessels, and we knew we never wanted to get to that really big ships, like there's longboats out there and things like that in river cruising, because we wanted to keep, our bread and butter is really just having that around 130 passengers. We feel like that's the sweet spot to just make sure that for us to be able to provide that excellent personal care for our guests, and it doesn't get too crowded, right? So our super ships go up to about 140, 150 passengers depending on the ship, but on average they sail at about 100 and 125 or so, and we like that very much. That's the mark we we enjoy.
Okay. And now I do see from your presentation that I need to bring wine into my laundry room. I had no idea that was a thing. So that was fun to see for the progressive dinner.
Yeah.
There were no other questions in the chat. So Ted, did you have something that you wanted to say?
Well, yeah, this is Cruising with Ted. This is my business partner, Shelley. You might have seen her in some of the Zooms. We're working together now, hand in hand. So you'll see Shelley and Ted. So Shelley's actually taking care of a lot of the service reservation functions. So that's why she's leading this now. And Shelley, why don't you tell us a bit about some of the extra services we can provide them for specific type of bookings, okay? Because they may not know this. Besides the $300 cabin credit, which we give per couple on every sailing, Tell us about some of the other perks they can get with us.
Oh, well, we're also exploring some additional ways to take care of our clients. And one of the things that we've added just recently is being able to, on certain eligible bookings, provide limo service from their home to their local airport so that they can begin their cruise, and then at the other end to get back to their home. That is one of the things that we've been doing. And then on some cruise lines won't necessarily be required on Uniworld, but we're adding some additional tours or offering extra tours for people. It just really depends on the itinerary and the cruise line that you're sailing on. But the limo service has been very popular. People really enjoyed getting that special ride to the airport.
Yeah, we just started that. And what's some of the feedback we've gotten on that, Shelley?
I've had a couple clients just talk about how it was really nice to take that additional stressor off of their plate. Sometimes it's just a little bit of saving money, not having to park your car at the airport for a few weeks. Or otherwise, it's just there's so many other things that you're trying to plan with your cruise that being able to not worry about that one final detail has been very popular.
Oh, that's great. So how do we get a hold of you, Shelley, and how do they contact you? What's the best way? Also, tell them about the fact that we have a group, Uniworld Facebook group, where they can watch the recording, and also the Facebook page as well. Go ahead, just close it out.
Maybe you could put that link in there for us, Ted. We do have a Cruising with Ted, a Uniworld Facebook group, so that people can come in there and ask questions of other members to help each other out, get answers to a lot of different types of questions, anywhere from the different itineraries to ports, what's the best excursion, endless questions about the dress code, of course. People talk about the food and what their favorite things are about that, and it's a really great and very supportive group that we have in there. To contact me, I put my name and phone number in the chat, but I will tell you it's Shelley, Shelley, at voyagertravelgroup.com. My phone number is 406-360-8059. I am just as responsive with either method of trying to contact me. And I primarily, like Ted mentioned, I primarily handle the client contact here at Voyager and at Cruising with Ted. So please give me a call. I love that Mr. Jones told us you about the little bit extra perk for being here on the show today, and that's in addition to our usual 300 euros that we have on board. So definitely give me a call if you're looking for something that's coming up in the next year or two or three even. We're out there now.
Okay, well, why don't you just close it out for us, Shelley?
Okay.
Thank everybody.
Thank you, everyone, for joining our webinar. Thank you, German Jones, for taking the time out and giving us a presentation and making me very hungry with your presentation of all the food. That was very nice, and appreciate it. We will have our video posted on in our Facebook group, like Ted had said, and you will also be able to find it in the Cruising with Ted channel on YouTube. So please join us or share that with others if you would like to. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye. Thanks, German.
Bye.
Thanks, Shelley.
My pleasure. Bye-bye.
Uniworld invites you to taste the world. One river, one region, one unforgettable dish at a time. Special thanks to our hosts, German Jones, Shelley Young, and Cruising with Ted. To learn more or book your next Uniworld cruise, contact Shelley at 406-360-8059. Your table and your next adventure await.